my little girl. She's changing lives just by being herself.
Of organizations and people making a difference.
When you first tell someone about adaptive wheelchair boxing, it doesn't sound real.
And empowering others.
It saved my life. It saved my life.
Across Canada.
I scored my first goal in my first blind hockey game.
In our community.
If you look up Parkinson's disease online or look up at a picture, you'll see this shaky old man, which is what a lot of us are used to seeing. There are so many motor symptoms and non-motor symptoms, and the age that people are getting diagnosed is getting younger and younger. All of our classes and exercises that we do here work on targeting those common symptoms of Parkinson's disease.
And then 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 roll.
My name is Bailey Martin. I'm the Executive Director at Parkinson Wellness Projects. We are in the PWP living room office in our main center in downtown Victoria, BC. I worked in a private neuro clinic for about 5 years before I came to PWP. I became a Parkinson's Wellness Recovery therapist in my time there and just really became passionate and interested helping people with Parkinson's disease. And then in 2020, I was fortunate to join the organization, and I've been here ever since. Parkinson Wellness Projects has been around for quite a few years. The building that we're in right now started around 2019.
Of course, and I'll take you out
PWP amalgamated with Headway, another organization in Victoria who dealt with Parkinson's and epilepsy. So we've become Parkinson Wellness Projects since then. PWP started because of a physiotherapist, Jillian Carson. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. She did a lot of research around treatment of Parkinson's through exercise, and she wanted to create her own exercise program up here for Parkinson's disease, and that's sort of how PWP got started.
I think it's going to be a wonderful day. Good.
Parkinson's Wellness Projects offers dozens of classes for people living with Parkinson's. And today, participant Kate LaVirtue joins in on a PWP Fit class.
We're going to take a moment here and we're going to pick 4 of the most beautiful. What are we getting today, Kate?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. They are very big plants. 1 strawberry. It's a strawberry tree. 2 strawberries.
Hi, I'm Kate LaVirtue. I'm with the Parkinson's Wellness Project, and I'm a participant there, and I'm sitting in my living room at the moment. I don't know what I would do without having PWP in my life. When I first found out I had Parkinson's, I was devastated, and Dr. Tuck, my doctor, suggested that I go to the Parkinson's Wellness Project, which I had never heard of. And once getting involved, I have excelled.
Parkinson's disease is a progressive neurological disease. It's really just about the loss of dopamine producing cells in the brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, so it transmits the messages from the brain to the muscles in the body. I would say the typical symptoms that you might see are tremor, rigidity, slowness of movement, gait changes, so that shuffling gait, a freezing of gait, that stooped posture, cognitive decline or cognitive changes. Exercise can help with those cognitive changes, which is why we really encourage it for everybody. The average age of diagnosis is around 60, 65, but we have people in their 40s and 50s who are being diagnosed that are still working, still have young kids. Even though on the outside it doesn't look like they have any disease or disability, on the inside there's still so many symptoms that they're likely experiencing that the rest of the public would not notice. Having an organization like PWP is helpful because there can be a significant wait between initial symptoms and that doctor's appointment and then the neurologist confirmation of Parkinson's disease. One of the things that's great about our organization is that somebody can call up and say, I might have Parkinson's disease, I'm waiting on my neurologist's appointment, can I get started? The sooner you can start exercising and working on your Parkinson's symptoms, the better. So even if you don't have symptoms, like maybe you're not stooped or maybe your gait is fine, but the sooner you work on these big movements with amplitude and repetition, the more you're going to put off the motor symptoms. There's nothing wrong with people coming in and starting on a Parkinson-specific exercise program if they're not definitively diagnosed.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to our community. Each program at PWP is tailored specifically for Parkinson's participants, helping them maintain or improve daily tasks. Today is a treat with the Dance for Parkinson's class.
Right hand. 1, 2, 3. Left hand. Go 4, 5, 6. Go 4, 5, 1. 4, 1.
My name is Delilah Smith. I am an office administrator and an instructor here at Parkinson Wellness Projects, and this is my office. I became involved with PWP when I moved to Victoria with my family a few years ago, and my background is in classical ballet, choreography. I trained with the Dance for PD program with Mark Moore's dance company in New York City, and it is a Dance for Parkinson's program. PWP is a Parkinson's specific facility, so it fit right in with our programming. We have about 20 classes a week now, both in-house and on Zoom, of all different varieties and levels. There's so much research going on around Parkinson's right now, so always trying to maintain that high level of integrity with your classes and what you're putting out there.
Y'all know I'm about to sing. Go the other side. That's it. Even seated. Down, up, 3. Again. Down, up, 4. Again.
Accessibility has been one of our biggest mantras since I've been at PWP, whether that be financially being accessible, physically being accessible. We run on donation. So we try and take that barrier away for those people who are quite often already dealing with a lot of medical bills. So that's a huge hurdle. The more that I teach this wonderful group of people is how we are all the same. There's so much fun to be around. And you get those little highlights and you give those people a little bit of support, but really it's them, right? I'm just here to open the door. It doesn't matter how you come in. By the time they're leaving, they're more able-bodied.
My name is Lindy. Well, if you don't keep moving when you've got Parkinson's, you don't move. I'm Doreen Jackson, and I love the friendship that I find here and the sense that we're not alone with our disease.
My name is Alf, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 5 years ago. I think it's just an absolute fabulous thing that people have put their energy and their money into setting up a place like this.
At her home, Kate LaVirtue shares the significant impact the PWP program has had on her life.
Okay.
There we are. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, it's nice out today.
Yeah.
Look at everybody's got their gardens started, Shal.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
I love these little wee small daffodils.
Yeah. Those brakes are really working well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at these. There's going to be a flower very soon. I did that really well. I'd had a stroke in 2017, and I managed to come back from that, and then to be told that I had Parkinson's. I couldn't even walk. It was just so debilitating, and I was tripping over my own feet, and it was scary, really scary. When Dr. Tuck said, well, it won't kill you, you'll take it to the grave, I thought, hooray. Different things that, Easter's coming up, so I'll make a big, huge chocolate Easter cake. And I put my roses on in the middle of it. I just cut little bits of fondant, icing, and I'm working it with my fingers to make it pliable, bendable. My roses were much better before Parkinson's because as you can see, I shake, but.
My name is Charles LaVirtue. I'm married to Kate LaVirtue, and I am her caregiver, and we are in the living room in our home. I noticed that Kate was having problems walking, for one, and also she had a tendency to fall.
Charles had found me home 3 or 4 times on the floor, and I couldn't get up. I'd struggled and tried and everything else.
No way I could. I'm not strong enough to be able to lift anybody up. And of course, like a lot of people that have Parkinson's, not everybody, she does a lot of shaking.
Dr. Tuck, my doctor, suggested that I go to the Parkinson's Wellness Project, which I had never heard of.
Parkinson's Wellness Project has been beneficial to Kate.
We have a little stool, and I said, hey, look at this. And I went down on the floor from my chair, and I crawled over to the stool and did it and stood up. Well, I think I saw a bit of a tear in his eye because he could never believe it.
She's learned how to do things, to walk better, to get off the floor if she falls on her own. I was very surprised when I saw Kate get off the floor by herself. I was very proud of her.
One more time.
The skills learned in the PWP classes have helped Kate immensely, giving her the confidence to take on new challenges.
I go for exercises on Monday and Tuesday and Thursday. And my husband comes with me. I'm not quite at doing all the tangos and the moves yet, but I hope to. Charles has mastered them. Half the class is you're in sitting down, half you get up, and then you do more moves and things like that. I'm still at the stage where I don't get up because I also suffer from vertigo. I'd like to be up with everybody else, sort of doing all the different moves to, like it's a dance and exercise class on Monday. But I can still do the exercise classes sitting down. And for one thing I realized is I'm not alone, and how good my husband is at support, and where other people are alone and they don't have the same support. So I'm very fortunate that I've got a family that supports me.
Hello, my name is Barbie Zip. I'm Kate's daughter, and we're in the gym here at the Parkinson's Wellness Project. So my mom's been with PWP for at least 2 years now. Since my mom and both my dad have started to come to PWP, really got into the program. I think it was the community here, understanding that everybody presents and comes and they see you as a whole, not that you are showing up with Parkinson's. It's Kate and Charles come to class. And so all of a sudden there was a structure of coming to class, engaging with participants, with the instructors. There was definitely a sense of confidence that all of a sudden grew, I think, with both my dad and mom, knowing, okay, well, we can handle this.
Before the Parkinson's Wellness Project, I couldn't get up on my own from a chair. Now I can get up on my own, and that is the best thing that ever happened to me. Can't believe the supportive group of people that run the Parkinson's Wellness Project. It's really changed my life.
So good to see everybody today. I'll see you guys next week.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to our community. When you think of Parkinson's, you might not think of boxing, but the Rock Steady boxing class at PWP is designed to help with balance, strength, and cognitive abilities, set up in circuit training stations.
So the question for this morning, where are you from originally, and how did you end up in Victoria?
Born and raised in Calgary. That should be enough to identify the fact of why I wanted to move to Victoria. I was born in a little town called Badger, Newfoundland.
Let's space ourselves out a little bit and we'll get started with some nice easy squats. Get your knees bending a little bit.
The community of PWP is so important. It's one thing to offer our exercise classes and our counseling and the support groups and education. All those pieces are so important. But to have a place where people with Parkinson's can come and be surrounded with one another and support one another and encourage one another is maybe the most important piece. I don't know if I want to say that, but it's just so important.
I'm gonna step my right foot back, hands come up, or left foot back. Nice, couple more.
When you don't feel isolated, you don't stay in that negative space. When you don't feel isolated, you have people who are constantly going, are you ready to come out yet? When you're ready to come out, just let me know, right? And we're here, we'll be here. In every class, there will be a participant where something is going to click for them for the first time, and they will look at you and be like, I got that for the first time.
1, 2, slip, 2. All right, so there is 6 stations. So find somewhere you want to start. heavy bag, speed bag, focus mitt.
We are such a big resource for people with Parkinson's disease, so just making sure that somebody with Parkinson's disease is supported and has the tools they need to live a full, meaningful life.
The community makes me proud. They're so funny and silly and ready to enjoy everything. I've never worked with such an open group of people.
Time, team, switch it up, find your next station, grab some water if you need it. Time, awesome work.
Since its inception, PWP has impacted countless lives of those affected by Parkinson's in the Greater Victoria area and beyond. Today, May, a member of the growing PWP community, takes part in a functional fitness class.
My name is May Chow. I'm 87 years old. Now I'm sitting in my living room. I had Parkinson for the past about 8-9 years. That time I never hear anything like a PWP yet. Gradually I heard that the PWP is going to set up a new office for exercise. So I wait for quite a few months, maybe almost a year. Finally they opened and I joined them right away.
We're going to go into that path. Rippling through that path. That's it.
Back at home, thanks to PWP, May is able to live a more normal life.
Well, to start with, my family think that my fish would make me happy, so they keep buying fish for me. I feed them every day. They're sure you look at your fish, they're colorful and they bring you joy and happiness too. I like to live in this community and all my family is here. Everybody has a job, and I'm happy mother and grandmother living in Victoria. Well, I have aches and pains. I thought it was arthritis, but my neurologist told me that I have the first beginning of the mild Parkinson's. When I walk, I drag one of my foot sometimes, and then my fingers and my toes sometimes shaky. There he comes.
May takes advantage of a seniors driving program that enables her to go from her house to PWP.
I just slowed. I'm okay because my left foot is kind of stiff. Thank you very much. My favorite part is to go on to PWP for exercise 3 times a week. That I always looking forward to. Thank you very much again.
Good morning.
Thank you. I involved the PWP exercise for about 4 years. I enjoy it very much. It really helped me and improves my daily life. Morning.
Good morning.
Strengthening my muscles. Carry on all the activities that I live around. To stretch my body and be happy to see the group of friends there too. Since I joined the program, gradually I don't have shaky toes, and just sometimes my hands still shake, but I don't drag my feet on the ground when I walk. My muscles are stronger and I'm happier. I'm looking forward to go every week.
Fantastic, guys. Fantastic.
Nobody dies because of Parkinson's disease. You die with Parkinson's disease. So we really like to encourage our participants to live a full, meaningful life despite their diagnosis. We really encourage this physical activity and big movements and repetition.
Some of the things that have really I've become aware of the more that I teach this wonderful group of people is how we are all the same. They have Parkinson's, and I do not. But we all struggle with mobility. We all struggle with stability. We all want to feel sure on our feet. We all want to be able to get up in the morning and get to the bathroom without cracking and popping and crying.
I'm Maureen. When I first came to Parkinson's Wellness, I was having trouble with my right leg, and I don't anymore.
I'm Eloise. It's a place of community. It's a place of acceptance.
All right, get a hand in here, team. All right, repeat after me. Each exercise makes a contribution.
Each exercise makes a contribution
to building up one's constitution.
to building up one's constitution.
Rock steady on 2. 1, 2, rock steady!
I think my biggest hope for PWP and its future is that it continues to gain funding as we gain participants, because our community is growing. The whole dang organization makes you proud. You want to be part of it. They want to be part of it.
I'm proud to be going there to improve my muscles, my health, help my daily life.
I'm just so excited about Parkinson's Wellness Project. I can't tell you what it's done for me in my life. It was a big deal for me to walk through those doors, but it's the best thing I ever did.
Producer-writer, Mike Waverican. Director-production manager, Sam Graham. Director of photography and editor, Nate Stevens. Sound mix, David Parfit. Graphics, Andrew Antonello. Narrator, Mark Phoenix. Integrated described video consultant, Ron Rickford. Supervising producer, Jennifer Johnson. Content development specialist, Sylvie Fiquette. Director, programming, Lisanne Gagne. Director, content development and production, Kara Nye. Vice President, Content Development and Operations, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2024, Accessible Media, Inc.
An AMI original production.